was in fact Sergeant Nose's meal.
Objection!
But that makes no sense. This plate was taken from the victim's table.
Objection.
Exactly, that's the problem. Come on, you're getting it, ouchie. Oh my god, I'm getting a call. What the frick? No one I know. Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bad of a stake, nor does she have an opportunity to steal a coin. Of course I didn't steal it. I even suggest the thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire. Well then, how do you explain this paradox? Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the two stakes over. That's like exactly. Wow, you actually said something smart. That's exactly what happened. You did switch the plates? Well, after it happens, when I saw the civilian there murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. This guy Nose is also all over the place. As I said, I immediately lifted my stake and hid the coin underneath it. But then when the waiter announced that he was an undercover policeman, I thought I had it. He decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it, beginning my marching orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. With my military precision and timing, I switched my stake with the other one on the foreign lady's table. What? You can't have. I never saw you do such a thing. It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was to do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what had to be done. Unbelievable! However, fear not, Prosecutor-san. What now? I swear on the brass buttons on my uniform. That's all I did, sir. All you did? That's plenty, Sergeant.
Yes!
Oh my god, please tell me pursuit. Come on. So if Sergeant knows to switch the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate in was on, back to his own table. Yes, that follows. Inspector Hosonaga. Yeah? Earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That's to preserve evidence, you had to take both. Ah! Oh, she get mad. That's correct. And please present it to the court now. Oh, there it is! The plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot.
Shut up!
What could that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of tough meat. I can't have the slightest bearing on the case.
Objection!
No, you're not wringing your way out of it this time, lady. I beg your pardon. Surely you're not forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why the steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you, no? Huh. You're the one who decided it was a problem, not me. The reason the defense has to see the play was confirm something the defendant remembered seeing. Tisk thinks he remembered. Quite sure what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear splattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest. I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you're eating from, Miss Brett. Let's not prolong this any further. Inspector, you will show the evidence to the court. Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident. Yes, sir! Sorry for keeping you. Here's another steak in its plate. Please feel free to examine it. It's right there. The blood stain. It's clearly visible, look!
Yes!
Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows that at the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me. In other words, it's impossible Naruhodo-san had shot the victim. It can't be. In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is. I don't remember. Do they do the 3D point like in the new trilogy? Do it. That's right. Miss Giselle Brett. It's you. Oh, they do. Oh my god, character breakdown. Let's go. I don't remember this. Outdone by a Japanese. Me. By a Japanese schoolboy. No. No. No! Yeah! Oh, look at all the little burps. How you doing, burps? Oh, that's it. That's it. Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure. Most unbecoming behavior from an English gentlewoman. Forgive me. Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time. Gladly, Your Excellency. It was I who took the professor's life using Carrere. You surmised I chose a particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning. So you planned to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water. This Carrere is unheard of here in Japan. Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water and it'd be all over. I'd place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table. That would be me, I suppose? Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. Sure, he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point, so I concocted a plan at the spur of the moment. Planned to pull Dr. Wilson murder on this innocent man. I happen to know what the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had a bottle of Carrere in my handbag, and my own pistol concealed under my skirt. Under your skirt? So I was right. There was two guns. Yes. And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. A place where you were sure that I would notice it. And everything went according to plan. You can notice the gun as I intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up, bang! That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even at that point, he was already dead. Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared. Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoined the kitchen and looked him inside. That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor in his chair around. Because, of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he picked up the gun. What a case. I remember that being a lot more frustrating in the translation. That's because it's translated and not localized, so I understand a lot less. So there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor. What? Misdemeanor? Am I retarded? Does that mean something different? Your Excellency? Yes? I wonder. Might I speak with you in private later? I shall call on you. Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san. Nah, you a hoe. No. It would seem this trial has finally run its course. Presumably the prosecution is in agreement. This can't be. Takasuchi Archie does not lose time to the likes of this. This rookie did it. You better start getting used to tough opposition. Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Yeah? This insult to the Archie family name will never be forgotten. You've become conceited with age, Council. The old had to stand aside and make way for the new. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. There we go. That's him, all right. 1,000 millenniums may pass, and still the Ouchie clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. And whoever Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes are, you know, those two. But the trial in the Supreme Court of Japan will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case. Thank you, Your Excellency. The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth as a modern mythology. After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Westerners' idea of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that the science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what it would look like, I cannot begin to imagine. Let me tell you, Judge, it's not that far from home. This is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Asogi. Yes? After this trial, you are set to embark on the journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can. Absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. I understand, Your Excellency. What are they talking about? Why is Lucky grave? Why does you look grave all of a sudden? Never mind. As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, yeah? It's you, I sense. How can I put it? Unusual potential. Very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards. Thank you, Your Excellency. It's time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby finally defended Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Not guilty! Let the confetti fly! Ah! Oh, it's petals. Ah. This court is now adjourned. Oh my god, I wonder what the... I don't remember what the victory music looked like. Sounds like... November 22nd, 2:46 p.m., Supreme Court of Judiciary, defendants anti-terror fight. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it. I found myself. I made it through the horrendous trial. Aw. Ryunosuke finally pulled it off. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. Ha 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 ha. No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. So you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All you had hard work certainly paid off. Said, oh shit. Oh fuck. Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence. Our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result. Chew, you know. Oh no, I didn't do anything. Thank you so much. If I hadn't had that research report of Miss Brett, I don't know what things would have turned out. Your kind words should really be for my father. He's simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university to investigate. Your father? Yes, of course. The man. Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Suzuto Mikitoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense. Speaking of Mikitoba... Oh, there you are. Congratulations are in order. Naruhodo, you did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you. Hurrah! The efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend. Good friend? Oh yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University, wasn't it? Yes, that's right. Professor Mikitoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably, that's when you met Dr. Wilson? Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital. Oh, you worked together? I've never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides, it's your turn, Asogi. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world in science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what happens in the world's largest melting pot. I will. I'll learn all I can. I swear on the spirit of the Asogi clan. You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you? Of course I am. Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. And cuts down anything that's in my way. I have to say how sharp it is already with my own eyes. That reminds me, what happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder. Oh, yes, her. This is a tragic incident. It's not easy to tell you this, but... What do you mean? Surely she's gonna face trial herself now. She's the true culprit, after all. She will be leaving Japan in the very near future. For Shanghai. Shanghai? Giselle Brett was not appear in court again in this country. I'm certain of that. What? But why not? It's a matter of consular jurisdiction. Inspector Hosanaga. This hard-fought battle in the courtroom today, very impressive to watch. I must congratulate... But what's this all about consular jurisdiction? We cannot try to this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan. What? We can't try her? But then, who's gonna bring her to justice? The British consul's court will hear a case somewhere far away, where our voices can't be heard. Boy, consular court. Consular. Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we signed the friendship treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right. Then, so long as there's not a serious incident of high political nature of our respective governments. They can't invoke a conciliatory court like this. Can't they? Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our government's making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. So, Miss Brent can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan. I'm afraid that for the young student, today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There were never any dangers of comeuppance for her. I don't believe it. The British Empire's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand custody over of Miss Brett. They have obviously taken this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously. They're not going to take it seriously enough to indict her, but you know. But it's all going to change from now on. We can make a change. This is a time of great turmoil, this great era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I have no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it. God, what's with the freaking Naruhodo / Phoenix? What's with the Naruhodo Wright family destroying revolutions and annihilating judicial systems, and whatever Apollo's family is? I don't know if we'll ever meet them, but yo, they also deck things too. Well, I think that's enough serious for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. Professor, you're right. There's no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun. In that case, might I suggest La Carnival? As the head right there, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink. You're the detective, Hosonaga-san, aren't you? I don't know, he's like, yo, shit, this waiter job? Let's not worry about details for now. To La Carnival, will you accompany us, Professor? Of course, La Carnival's food is second to none. I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release. Yeah, thank you. So Giselle Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. Kazuma. Yes, Ryunosuke. Just wanted to say thanks again, that's all. You really saved my skin today. I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? The defense was all on your own work. Your skills make the difference, though. One day I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, you're not the family line that the game series is based off of, Asogi, but I mean, I think I just have a feeling. To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over during the trial. Couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me. What? Come on, be serious. I helped you today. I was only right at the very start of the trial. You have a natural talent for it. For being a defense lawyer, I mean. Oh no, not me. All that tense verbal combat? I'll never be able to get through it again. I just did what you told me to do, that's all. Because I knew I could trust you. That's the point. Sorry? What do you mean, that's the point? Listen, Ryunosuke. You know where the most crucial weapon is that as a lawyer. You know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win? Knowledge of the law? No. The ability to believe. Believe in the client. To believe what? Defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times. Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it? I'm human, just like you. I don't have any superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what to believe in and stick to when you're defending someone. Sometimes in court, you can really be backed into a corner. Being able to remain faithful to what you choose to believe is even then. Well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. believing in your client. Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stopped believing in me. While, you face yourself hopelessly in situations time and again, but you never stopped looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it through your own efforts. It's because you never stopped believing in me. Thanks, Kazuma. There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryunosuke. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me. Sounds serious. What is... Ah, Hosonaga. You're still here, are you? Oh, Inspector Hosonaga. You ran some rick straws for us? Let's go. Thank you, I'll be right there. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory. And your study toward Great Britain, don't forget. Yes, that too. Dun, 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 dun. Well, my very first trial came to an end. And it was a long one. Sheesh. Kazuma. Professor Mikotoba. Suzuto-san, who acted as my assistant. Inspector Hosonaga. He didn't really play much of a part, but still. It was because of the help of and support of all these people that I managed to get through the trial. But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't managed to ask his favor of me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. And there we go. That's it. Awarded. Defense debut awarded. Oh, what a good one. Adventure of the Great Departure. Yeah, let me tell you, that's the Adventures of the Unbreakable Speckled Band. That's the next one. Whew, well, I guess we gotta be getting into it. Let's go.